Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens of ambition, warriors of wild dreams, dreamers who scribble ideas on napkins, and professional overthinkers who've rehearsed conversations that never happened, lend me your ears. And while you're at it, if your hearts are available, feel free to hand them over too. This is going to be a ride. Let me begin with a question, one that may hit a little too close to home. Have you ever tried to do something bold, new, exciting, something that made your heart race just thinking about it, and just as you're about to take that daring first step, someone pipes up with a world-class comment like, "That's stupid"? Or worse, "Who do you think you are?" As if ambition is a crime and dreaming requires a license. If you haven't heard that yet, don't worry. It's coming. Oh, it's most definitely coming. It's part of the Dream Chasing Starter Pack. You know how when you buy a brand new phone, it comes with some pre-installed apps you didn't ask for and can't delete? Well, when you start chasing a dream, one of those unwanted pre-installed features is unsolicited criticism. It comes free of charge, no subscription required. Haters are like pop-up ads on your mental browser. You didn't ask for them. You don't need them. But there they are. Fully installed, no software update needed. But here's the thing, those voices, those doubts, those passive-aggressive comments, they're background noise. And you, my friend, are the main event. You're the headliner. And you didn't come all this way to get derailed by someone else's low expectations. So tighten your shoelaces, roll up your sleeves, and let's talk about why their opinions should never hold the pen to your story. Let me tell you a little secret. People will always talk. Always. It's what we humans do. We talk more than parrots on espresso. If you're too quiet, they'll say, "She's too reserved, always keeping to herself." If you're outgoing, he's loud, always seeking attention. If you're successful, "Oh, she thinks she's better than us." If you're struggling, "I knew he wasn't going to make it." Even Jesus had haters, and he was turning water into wine for free. Can you imagine someone turning Dasani into Merlot and folks still grumbling? That's when you realize some people would criticize a rainbow for having too many colors. So here's a tip. If they're going to talk anyway, give them something great to talk about. Let them gossip while you grow. Let them whisper while you work. Let them judge you for your hustle while secretly admiring your results. Now, I know we live in the era of group chats and comment sections, but let me break this down gently. Your dream is not a committee decision. It doesn't need a vote. You don't need approval ratings. You're not running for most likely to succeed in high school anymore. We often let people who don't even know where they're going tell us which road to take. That's like asking a fish how to climb a tree, or asking your cousin who's never saved a dollar how to invest in real estate. Why would you do that to yourself? Your dreams are your property. They live in your heart, not theirs. Other people don't have the password to your vision. Let me illustrate. Imagine you're cooking jollof rice or lasagna, if that's more your style. You're deep in the kitchen, sweating, mixing spices, and your auntie walks in. She hasn't cooked a thing, doesn't even know what's in the pot, but suddenly she's Gordon Ramsay. Too much salt. It needs more pepper. Meanwhile, you're the one doing the work. That's what people do with your dreams. You're the one building, working, trying, and someone who hasn't done anything will stroll in with a comment. Ignore it. Keep cooking. One day they'll be asking for a plate. Let's get scientific for a second, because we're not just throwing shade, we're throwing insight. People criticize for three main reasons. One, prediction. They see your ambition and it reminds them of what they didn't do. So instead of facing that regret, they lash out. It's easier to say, "You'll fail," than to admit, "I gave up." Two, insecurity. Some people can't handle watching others grow. It shakes their illusion of comfort. If you improve, they feel they must too, and they're not ready, so they pull you down instead. Treće boredom. Yes, some people are just bored. Gossip is their cardio. They scroll through life without purpose, so your fire becomes their entertainment. You are their Netflix. But you didn't come here to entertain, you came here to elevate. You're not an actor in their drama. You're the author of your own story. Let me tell you a truth that changed my life. Distraction is the enemy of destiny. Every time you stop to explain yourself to people who don't even care to understand, you lose momentum. Imagine Usain Bolt mid-race turning around to ask, "Hey, did you see my shoes?" What would happen? He'd lose. Speed is not just about running, it's about not stopping. Keep running, let the haters eat your dust. Michael Jackson was once asked, "How do you handle criticism?" His answer, "I don't, I keep dancing." Let that sink in. The man was being sued, criticized, joked about, and what did he do? He dropped Thriller. He moonwalked straight past the noise, literally. That's what you must do. Moonwalk over gossip, moonwalk over doubt, moonwalk over negativity. Just keep moving. At some point, they'll laugh at your dream. They'll say, that's unrealistic. That's too big. Nobody from our town has done that. And you'll feel tempted to shrink. Don't. Instead, remember, they laughed at the Wright brothers for believing humans could fly. Now, people are fighting over window seats in airplanes. They laughed at Oprah. They laughed at Elon Musk. They laughed at Steve Jobs. They laughed at comedians. They laughed at Jesus. Apparently, laughter is the first stage of success. So if they're laughing at you, congratulations, you're on track. All right? It's not enough to ignore them. You've got to work, because it's not enough to silence the critics. You've got to succeed in spite of them. 1, write your vision down. Make it plain. Write it like you're creating a movie script. Know what you want so clearly that no one can talk you out of it. 2, work in silence. Not everyone deserves front row seats to your journey. Sometimes keep things to yourself until they're ready to bloom. 3, build habits, not hype. Forget going viral. Focus on going consistent. It's not about the big moments. It's the daily grind that builds giants. 4, find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who clap when you win, not sigh when you succeed. People who pour water on your fire don't belong in your circle. 5, celebrate small wins. Don't wait until you buy a mansion to feel proud. Celebrate that first sale, that first follower, that first step. Joy is fuel. There's an old tale of a farmer who had a donkey. One day, the donkey fell into a deep well. The farmer tried everything to get it out. Finally, he gave up and decided to just bury the donkey there. He started shoveling dirt. With every scoop, the donkey shook the dirt off and stepped higher. More dirt, more shaking. Eventually, the donkey rose high enough to walk right out of the well. What was meant to bury him lifted him. That's you. Every insult, shake it off, step up. Every doubt, shake it off, step up. Every failure, shake it off, step up. Before you know it, you'll rise. Listen, you weren't born to blend in. You were born to break through. Stop shrinking to make other people comfortable. Stop minimizing your dreams because someone else's vision is short-sighted. Stop apologizing for having ambition, passion, or plans. Because at the end of the day, they won't pay your bills. They won't build your legacy. They won't live your life. You will. So live boldly, dream loudly, fail publicly if you have to, but never dim your light to make others feel better about staying in the dark. Here's a little funny but true story to close. I once tried to start a side business, and one guy said, "You, a business owner? That's like asking a cat to drive a car." I laughed, but you know what? I started anyway. Today, I'm not only driving, I'm in a Tesla, baby. And he, still watching cat videos? To you, the one sitting in silence with a head full of noise and a heart full of fire. To you with the wild dream that keeps you awake at night. That crazy idea you scribbled in the margins of a notebook or typed into a note on your phone at 3 a.m. That vision so bold, so big, it scares even you a little. Yes, you. Go for it. Don't wait for permission. It's not coming. The world is too busy trying to survive to hand out approval slips. The moment you were born, you were already qualified to chase your dream. You don't need a round of applause before your first step. Trust me, the crowd shows up when the show gets good. Stop waiting for the stars to align. They're too far away anyway. Newsflash, you don't need to align with the stars. You are one. You shine just by existing. Your dream, no matter how strange or misunderstood, was planted in you for a reason. If it was meant for someone else, it wouldn't be in your mind. It wouldn't be in your heart. Let them talk, let them mock, let them doubt. While they're talking, you'll be building. While they're judging, you'll be growing. While they're laughing, you'll be working quietly until one day, just one ordinary day, you'll arrive at your extraordinary destiny. And when you get there, smile. Not out of spite, but because you stayed true, because you didn't give up, because you didn't let their voices drown out your vision. Don't bother with what people talk about you. Focus on your dream with tunnel vision until it's no longer a dream, but your daily reality. The world is waiting for what only you can bring. Thank you.